We are going to do an album cover in the Photopea, which is a web-based Photoshop wannabe on the web. So, and we're doing print, and so one thing that you should know that when you're doing web-based stuff like a web page, your resolution is 72 dots per inch or pixels per inch. But when you're working in print, you have to do 300 pixels per inch. So we're going to go and create a new document in Photopea. So we got to change our size from pixels, because that's web-based, to inches. And we're going to set it to 8 inches by 8 inches. And again, 72 is for web, and print is 300, so we got to change this to 300. So it's oh, that's a bug. So if you get a bug, it looks like a bug. I don't know why it's doing that. I changed over to, I typed in 8 inches, but now it's switched to 1. It's just created. And then let's go to image size, image size, and you should do this before you put any pictures. You got to we're going to change the resolution again back to inches. And it's got 1.9, so we'll change it back to 8 by 8 by 300. And you should check, now it's zoomed in. To zoom out is control minus to zoom out. And you always check to see if you have it. Go to image size. So it should be 8 inches by 8 inches by 300 pixels per inch. So always double check to see if you got the right resolution. Okay, so let's go. Now that we have that resolution, let's save it. File, save as Photoshop document. PSD is Photoshop document. And we're going to go to our documents folder. And in the documents folder, you should have a folder with your name on it. You should open it up. And let's name this. Put your last name, dash first name, dash project, which is the name of the project. This is album cover, and save it in your documents folder. Okay, now we have, and let's check on it again for image size. It's okay, it looks good. Now, what we need to do is you're going to use the photos that you took. The photos you took, you can do one person, one head. So I'm going to pause it for a second and find the photo. Okay, I found a picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, if you have a picture that you downloaded, or if you found it, no, yeah, you got to download it. You got to download the picture, and then you got to go File, Open and Place. File, Open and Place. Then go to where the picture is. Let me see, put it here. I thought I put it here. Okay, File, Open and Place. Go to Documents. There's the picture. And you guys notice this tiny little square right there? That's a smart object. That means that it would be difficult to damage the file. So while you have this image here, you go ahead and scale it the way you want it. And we don't want to have him cut off at the torso, so we got to bring him down to the bottom so he doesn't look like he's cut off. But let's make him a little bigger. Might cut off some of the snake or whatever. So, okay, so I have him. I'm going to hit enter so that we can confirm our scale. And there's several ways of doing selecting. 99% of the time we're going to be using the polygonal lasso, which is this one. Polygonal lasso. If you hold down on the marquee, rectangle marquee, and select the polygonal lasso. But another way is using the photo. So I'm going to go to channel, and I'm going to look at to see which one has the highest contrast. Like here, the hair gets blended in. Usually this is good for hair. So the hair gets blended into the background, and on this channel it looks like it's I can see it clearly. So I'm going to copy this channel. I'm actually on the channels tab, and I click on red. Here's green, here's blue, here's red, green, and blue. But I'm just going to copy the red one. So I'm going to go select all. And again, I'm in the channels. I'm going to go edit, copy. And I'm going to put this back to where it was, which is by clicking on RGB, red, green, and blue, and going back to layers. I'm going back to the layers. Here's channels. Here's layers. And I'm going to create a mask. So I'm going to go to Layer, Raster Mask, Add and Reveal All, and I'm going to paste it. In order to paste it in there, I think I have to be inside the mask. So in order to get inside the mask, you have to hold down the Alt key, and left click with your left mouse button. Now I'm inside the mask, and I'm going to go Edit, Paste, and if I click on the picture, you can see that it's already removed the hair. So what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to go inside the mask. I'm going to do Alt, click on the mask, and I want the background to be white, but okay, so then I'm going to go to Levels, Image, Adjustment, Levels, and I'm going to grab this by the top so I can move it out of the way. Now, I need to have the background has to be white, and his hair has to be black. So if I can move the white box to the left, let's see, there, I got the background to be white. There, let me darken his hair a little bit. There, right there. Well, now we lost the shirt. We lost the shirt, but that's okay. We can use the lasso for that. I'm going to click OK, and now we don't have to select the hair because we have the hair. But now we have to, if you click on the image, you notice that it's just selected the hair, but we want the background to be invisible. So if you go back, Alt, click on the Alt, click on the mask. It needs to be backwards, right? Because black is invisible and white is visible. We want to make the background invisible. So we're going to go Image, is it Layer? I thought it was here. Adjustment. Okay, Image, Adjustment, Invert. Image, Adjustment, Invert. And what that does, it flips the colors from black and white to, back, white from black and vice versa. Okay, now it actually removed the background. You see that? I can see if I make the background, if I add a color to the background, let's make it blue. Okay, you don't have to do this. I'm just trying to show you what if the background looks blue, you can see that you can see through it. But now the problem is that we need to see his face, his shirt, and the snake. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable, click on the mask and disable the mask. And we got the hair, so all I need to do is get his shirt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in, hold the space, but that's Control plus or minus to zoom in. Hold the space bar and click and drag with you hold the space bar with your left hand and you click and drag with your mouse. And again, go to the rectangle, select the polygonal lasso, and what you're going to do is select the shirt, because that's the only thing it didn't select. So you're going to select the shirt like this. You can actually zoom in, Control plus, closer. Make sure we didn't get that red background. We don't want that red background to show up. Again, if you hold the space bar, the little hand. Okay, now let's say I make a mistake like this. You can hit the backspace to go back. So if you make a mistake, click on the backspace button to go backwards. Okay, I'm selecting. I don't want any of the red. Hold the space bar and click and drag to move the image. And we didn't get his face, so I'm going to get his face. Get his face. We did get his hair. We don't have to worry about the hair. We have the hair. Don't have to worry about the hair. But whatever was the light skin, is not. It didn't show up, so it got erased. Right, selecting the neck. I'm selecting the shirt. Like that. Just click, click, click. And the polygonal lasso is about, you're going to use that 99% of the time. And you can zoom in some more if you want to get really accurate. You don't want to mess up. When you're zoomed in, hold the space bar to move around. You can be more accurate and you can be faster. When you zoomed out, your selection is going to look really sloppy, and it's going to show. Hold the space bar and left click button mouse to move the image. Now we gotta have a closed shape. When you select something, if you select something with a single line, you cannot select it with a single line. You have to hold the space bar. You have to close a shape. You have to, wherever you started, you have to close. So I have to go back to where I started. So I go back where I started. And you can go outside the image because we don't need to. I'm selecting. Trying to get to the. Here's where I started. There it is. So I close the shape. I can zoom out. Control minus, or you can do Control 0 to zoom out the entire image. And there I selected all of that. Okay. Because I need to select them from the background. Now I need to go back to my mask. So hold down the Alt and click on the mask. There's my mask. And you notice that my color here is gray. There's a blue actually. It was gray. So I need to get black and white. So you see this little icon right here, tiny little icon? You click on it. I wonder if I can zoom in. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh. Maybe not. I don't think it. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't work. I'll try it. You click on this little icon, and you get black and white. You see that? By clicking on that little icon, and this little icon down underneath it toggles between black and white. Okay. So now I'm going to fill this whole thing with white because white is visible and black is invisible. So I'm going to go Edit, Fill. Because it's the foreground color, and this is the foreground color, this is the background color. I'm going to click OK, because the foreground color is white. Now I still have the marching ants, the selection. You see the marching ants. I can go select, deselect to get rid of the marching ants. There. And now click on the image. Oh, I need to enable. I have to right click on the mask, right click, enable raster mask. There. I can still see a little red glow around everything. But now I was able to remove or mask the background. So this is what we do when we're masking the background. Okay. So now I need to find a background image, right, that I can use. So let me pause it. So you can go online on the Google Images, and you can look up for any type of images. I typed in scenery images. So you can click on Tools, Size, Large to get nice large images. You can get so try to find something that you might want to apply or use for your album cover, right? So, I kind of like this one. I wonder if I can use that one. So what I'm going to do is, these are thumbnails. The thumbnails are tiny little images. So you got to click on the images to get the large image, but you need to copy the large image. I only have 30 seconds. Copy image, and then go select the background and go to Edit, Paste, and then you go to Edit, Free Transform. You scale it, scale the image. You can zoom out, and then hit Enter. And then you can move with the move tool. You can move this anywhere you want.